This is the Hangman Sketch, written and directed by Sophie Brawn. It carries a content warning for references to suicide, violence, and murder.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm afraid that due to an unfortunate accident backstage, there has been a change in tonight's scheduled performance. It's been very last minute, but everyone involved has been very professional, and I just know that what you're about to see will take your breath away. So please enjoy.
Actors, this is your 15-minute call. Your 15-minute call.
Where on earth is Elena?
The better question would be, where isn't she?
We already know where she isn't, and that's this bloody room.
Which is the problem.
I saw her earlier today, and she said she'd be here. I'm sure she'll turn up any minute.
Sure, because it's not like an actor has ever lied before.
You realise you're in a room of actors, right?
There's a whole crowd of us in here.
There's 3 of us in here, Patrick.
Exactly. 3's a crowd.
That's if you can call these supposed comedians actors.
Excuse me? We're about to be in a show? Doesn't that make us actors?
Everyone's an actor, really.
Only a lowly sketch show, it hardly counts.
What do you mean? Sketch shows are the purest form of comedy. And this isn't just going to be any sketch show. This is going to be the greatest student-written, student-performed sketch show ever to be put before an audience. Isn't that right, guys?
Not with only 3 actors, it's not.
Well, someone please get on the phone to Elena then. Hayley?
What do you think I've been doing for the last half an hour? It just goes straight to voicemail.
Don't you think it's funny how it's called voicemail, yet the voice is female?
Why don't you just take her place? You're the director, you know all the sketches, you wrote half of them.
Like the Hangman Sketch.
Why would you bring that up?
No reason.
Anyway, I refuse to go on stage. I don't know how to act.
That doesn't stop most people.
I'm not prepared. I haven't learnt all the words. I wouldn't fit into the costumes. For crying out loud, I'm not a woman.
This is the theatre, darling. No one cares.
And it's a sketch show. Half the time men are playing women and women are playing men anyway.
Like voicemail.
I can't do it. I simply don't look suitable.
It's true. He does rather have a face for radio.
You can't see his face if he's on the radio.
Well, yes, that's rather the point of the idiom.
Oh, I get it! That's funny. Do I have a face for radio?
No, Patrick. Given that 90% of your humour relies on pulling stupid faces, I would rather say not.
You've got to admit, his faces are pretty funny, though. Oh, no, okay, now that one is my favourite.
Hysterical.
Come on, Artie. Lighten up.
It was just a joke.
See, this is why I detest comedy. It's not about clever writing or well-thought-out gags, not anymore. It's just mediocre actors saying mediocre lines in a stupid voice, wearing stupid costumes, pulling stupid faces. And that's what the audience is laughing at. It's pathetic.
You don't know what you're talking about. As an actor, comedy is one of the toughest genres to break into. It requires you to have range, to go from one emotional extreme to the complete opposite. It requires timing, for the exact intonation to be put on each word, for you to be aware of the position of your body at all times. It requires the highest level of theatrical skill for a full comedic payoff. Isn't that right, Patrick?
Now you see, this is why I detest comedy.
If you hate comedy so much, then why did you audition for my sketch show? You could have saved yourself the humiliation of appearing in such a production, and us the irritation of having to hear you constantly moan about it.
Because, darling, I know who's in the audience.
How do you know that?
What's he talking about?
I have my sources.
That ketchup's a real talker. Squeeze him a bit and he'll spill everything.
It wasn't confirmed they'd be coming until yesterday.
It was worth the risk.
Who are you guys talking about?
Isn't it obvious?
Obviously not.
Why else would he take credit for the Hangman Sketch?
Oh, why do you keep bringing that up?
Come now, we've all read the interview.
More like into Lou.
Into Lou?
Because it was full of
Yeah, okay, we get it.
You mean that one in the tab written by that mouthy git who only gave my stand-up show 2 stars last term? I refuse to read it on principle.
Oh, you really should give it a read. It's one of the most imaginative works of fiction I've ever read.
Me too, and I've read all the even-numbered Harry Potter books. Twice.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I was simply asked some questions about the creative process behind the show, and did my best to answer them as truthfully as possible.
Please, you might be able to lie to everyone else, but you can't lie to us. We were there.
Can't lie when you're standing up.
Why does it matter anyway? It was just one sketch, wasn't it? We have a whole show full of them.
Oh, sweet, naive Hayley.
Never call me that again.
It's not just one sketch, it's the sketch.
The best sketch.
The only sketch in the whole show that manages to be simultaneously funny, clever, moving, and thought-provoking. The only sketch in the show worth seeing.
Well, that's a bit harsh.
The harsh light of day.
Yeah, Artie. Just because you didn't put any effort in during rehearsals doesn't mean you get to diss the rest of us who are trying our best to create something funny.
Oh, I don't doubt you were trying your best.
What's that supposed to mean?
Calm down, guys. It was a collaborative process anyway. It would be wrong to give any one person all the credit.
But you took all the credit. For the Hangman sketch?
Well, I am the director.
Collaborative process, please. There was one person who came up with the idea for that sketch, one person who laid out the entire backbone of it, and one person who came up with all the funniest lines of dialogue.
One person who's not here now.
Coincidence?
There are no coincidences, only incidences.
She wouldn't do that. Of one sketch.
Theatre is a nasty business.
Are you guys for real? We know Elena. Surely she wouldn't do this. She's a good actor and a good person. Or she wouldn't sabotage a whole performance just because of one stupid sketch.
The Hangman sketch.
She might if she knew who was in the audience.
How could she possibly know?
I found out.
Secrets are like bubbles, just waiting to be burst.
Oh, for crying out loud, who's in the bloody audience?
Scouts. Talent scouts. Working for some of the biggest names in the industry.
The big cheese. Like Cheddar Gorge.
They see something they like, and it could change the course of someone's life.
From obstacle course to golf course.
And if they happen to see an excellent sketch that has been so masterfully written and crafted, they're naturally going to want to know who's written it.
Oh my god. This is genuinely why you took credit for the Hangman sketch?
Theatre is a nasty business.
Actors, this is your 10-minute call. Your 10-minute call.
They don't normally do 10-minute calls, do they? This really is one of the most incompetent stage managers I've ever worked with.
It's because she knows something's wrong.
Oh, now you're just being paranoid.
Am I, Hayley? Am I? And tell me where in the world is that wretched Elena?
Tell you what, instead of just standing around panicking, how about I do something proactive and actually go have a look for her around the theatre? She probably just thought we were meeting in the wrong place or something stupid like that.
But you're on in 10 minutes.
Oh, don't worry, they always do the calls 5 minutes early. Don't trust us actors to be on time, and they think we don't notice.
You don't notice a lot of things.
Have you even checked the sign-in sheet to see if she signed in?
No one actually uses that.
Yes they do. What happens if there's a fire?
Sometimes the fire's more entertaining than the show.
Darling, I've been involved in hundreds of productions, and never has anyone actually had to use that sign-in sheet.
Well, it only needs to happen once.
Can you stop arguing and go check the damn sheet, Hayley? Please?
Fine. I'll be right back. Don't go on without me.
Right back. You know, I'd always seen her as more of a left-winger myself. She's lean and she's got the
Oh, just shut up, Patrick.
You know nothing you say is actually funny, right?
Leave making jokes to the actual writers, okay?
Then you'll have more time to work on your stupid faces.
It was just a joke.
She signed in.
Well, that's good.
Is it?
Isn't it?
If she's signed in and she's not in this room, then where is she?
A better question would be, where is
It's
it?
not a better question if we already know the answer to it, Patrick.
Maybe she's gone upstairs.
Why would she do that?
To have a quick word with the audience.
Take back what's rightfully hers?
She wouldn't do that.
She wouldn't do that.
Wouldn't she?
No! Guys, are you all forgetting the girl we've been rehearsing with these last few weeks? Elena was sweet and shy. She wasn't vindictive and vengeful. Even if she did feel that you'd unfairly stolen her sketch, which you totally have, by the way, this is not the way she'd handle it.
She's right.
Thank you, Patrick.
If she was going to flip, she'd flip the other way.
What?
What do you mean?
Isn't it obvious?
No, it's not bloody obvious.
Actually, I think I do know what he means.
Then please do enlighten us.
Elena was such a sweet girl. If something had happened to upset her, she wouldn't do something to hurt you.
No, you don't think...
It is called the Hangman Sketch.
Seriously? That's what you guys are suggesting? Elena would never do that, not over some stupid sketch. That's ridiculous.
Theatre is a nasty business.
This isn't a joke, Artie. People don't just...
Who arrived here first?
Excuse me, I was trying to make a point about...
Just answer the question, please.
Well, I don't know, do I? Artie and Patrick were both already here when I came in.
I arrive first. I always arrive first. You know what they say. First the sausage.
Sausage?
Don't humour him.
When you arrived, Patrick, was the door to the shower closed?
Yes.
As closed as it is now?
Yes.
And you haven't been inside or touched it at all?
No?
Oh no.
What?
Well, think about it. We know Elena was here. We know she signed in. Maybe she's not late at all. Maybe she was early.
The early bird slaughters the worm.
Oh my days, you don't seriously think... In the dressing room shower?
Would be the perfect place if she wanted us to find her.
Unbelievable. Okay, let's find out then.
But wait!
What?
It's just... What are we going to do if she is in there?
Why don't we worry about that after we've opened the door and seen that she's not in there?
But that wouldn't make much sense.
Look, I'm opening the door now, and if anyone has a problem with that, then they should just leave. No one going anywhere? Good. See? Told you so.
Well, at least that's one more place we know she isn't.
I told you that was the question.
Actors, this is your 5-minute call. Your 5-minute call.
Alright guys, you need to stop messing about now. The more time we waste on ridiculous theories, the less chance we have of actually finding Elena before the show starts.
Someone's quite eager now they know who's in the audience.
Elena's my friend, Artie. And I want to find her. That's all there is to it.
Of course, darling.
Have you tried ringing her again?
I've told you. Every time I try it just goes straight to voicemail. It must be turned off.
Or dead.
If you want me to stall, just say the word and I can pull out one of my Shakespearean monologues. That should keep them all entertained. I have no spur to prick the sides of my intent, but only vaulting ambition.
Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you?
Excuse me.
I bet this has been your grand plan all along. You never planned on performing our lowly comedic sketch show. You were just waiting for the opportunity to show off your dramatic skills to those agents in the audience.
Hardly a brilliant plan. How could I possibly know one of the actors would go missing on the opening night of the show?
Maybe you had something to do with it.
How dare you?
Yes, that would explain everything. Why Elena's gone missing, why you're so calm about it all.
Why, you've already got some damn monologues prepared.
Any actor worth his salt has at least 3 Shakespearean monologues he can call upon at any given time. But of course, you're not an actor, so you wouldn't know that. As to the other questions, I have no idea where Elena is, and I'm calm because I simply do not care. Whether this performance happens or not is no skin off my nose. There are always other ways into the industry.
The nasty business.
Look, we're not suggesting you did anything malicious towards her. Maybe you simply paid her off, or told her a lie about the performance being cancelled.
Well, I didn't. Regardless of what you might think of me, I'm not actually that shallow.
As shallow as a puddle in the spring.
Why are you all pointing the finger at me, anyway? We all know Hayley needs this opportunity much more than I do.
What's that supposed to mean?
Oh, come now, we all know how spectacularly your stand-up show flopped last term. Wouldn't this be just the perfect opportunity for you to have another shot at it?
But Hayley and Elena are friends, aren't they?
Exactly. She'd have had ample opportunity to get to her.
And I thought we were all friends here.
Oh, please don't talk wet.
As wet as a puddle in the spring.
This is actually the most outrageous thing you've suggested so far, and that's really saying something. You do realise that I'm the only one who's been trying to get a hold of Elena? Who offered to go looking for her? Who checked the bloody sign-in sheet?
Or so you claim.
Oh, come on.
Maybe Elena hadn't ticked the sign-in sheet.
Maybe you ticked it for her.
Maybe you...
Haley didn't tick the sign-in sheet.
How do you know that? Did you see Elena do it?
No. I did it.
And why did you do that, Patrick?
Because I knew she wasn't coming.
How do you know that? Did you manage to call her?
I told you, her phone is turned off.
Or dead.
Patrick, where is Elena?
She stole my sketch.
She what?
She shouldn't have stolen my sketch.
What sketch?
The Hangman Sketch.
I thought you said I stole it from her.
After she stole it from me.
But we were all there when she devised it. We saw it.
I told it to her the day before. My idea. In detail. Then she stole it.
Why didn't you just say something?
I was in the toilet when she started telling you about it. Then it was too late.
Why didn't you say something afterwards?
Actions speak louder than words.
What have you done?
She stole my sketch. The Hangman Sketch. She had to pay.
God help us.
And then you stole the sketch.
Me?
You stole my sketch.
Stay away from me.
My Hangman Sketch.
Stay back!
No need for violence.
You're a psychopath.
It's a joke. Do you get it? It's all just a joke.
I said stay away from me!
Patrick?
What have I done?
Look, I'm sure it's not that bad. He's fine. Isn't he, Artie?
I'm afraid he's dead.
Actors, this is your beginner's call. Can all beginners please come to the stage now?
What have I done?
This cannot be happening. I can't believe this. Are you absolutely sure he's dead?
Well, I can't find a pulse and he's not breathing, but other than that, he seems right as rain.
Right. Fine. Okay, Artie, quick, help me move the body.
You cannot be serious.
We just need to hide him in the shower or something until after the show's over. Oh, come on, he's already dead. It's not like it matters to him anymore.
I can't believe you're actually suggesting this.
I had to do it. You both heard him, right? He killed Elena. He was threatening to kill me. It was self-defense. People will understand. I had to do it. I had to.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Elena!
Didn't you guys hear the beginner's call? We need to get going.
Where have you been? We've been waiting for you for nearly an hour.
I was just helping Alex with her essay.
Alex?
You know, Alex, stage manager. She does English too and has an essay due in tomorrow, so I was helping her. I did tell Patrick. He was the only one here when I arrived, but he said he'd let the rest of you know. So, you guys gonna stop rehearsing now and head to stage?
Rehearsing?
Well, yeah, you guys are rehearsing the Hangman sketch, right? I mean, why else would Haley be holding Patrick like that?
Oh, yeah, you're right. We're just rehearsing. We'll be done in a minute. You run along and we'll catch you up.
Okay, cool. I'm just gonna pop to the loo first. I'll meet you there. Seriously though, you guys don't need to rehearse anymore. You look like you've got it spot on. Especially you, Patrick. Love the face. Oh, so funny.
I don't understand.
A joke.
What?
A joke. It was all just a stupid joke. He tried to tell us, but we didn't listen to him.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
You need to leave.
What?
You need to leave now before anyone sees what you've done.
What I've done?
Elena is alive. You can't claim it was self-defense anymore. No one will believe you.
You're right. No one will believe me. Oh my god. I can't be seen here. Not now. Not like this. I need time. I have to get as far away from here as possible. I have to.
Uneasy lies the head that wears the crown. You're not seriously still trying to hide the body, are you? What is wrong with you?
Can you stop judging me for like 2 seconds and help me out, please?
And what you said to Elena, how could you lie to her like that?
And look, it'll be fine. What she doesn't know won't hurt her.
You're seriously going to lie to your friend about the death of another, all for the sake of some stupid sketch show?
You don't understand. This is not just some stupid sketch show. This is my last chance. After my disaster of a stand-up show last term, I need to go out on a high. I need something good to be remembered by, something to get me noticed. Otherwise, I'm just going to be another failed comedian sitting at his sad desk job writing sad jokes about his sad life that no one will ever hear. I need this, Artie. Please.
Listen, I know the world of theatre can be a scary place sometimes. We all have fears that we'll never make it. But this isn't how you want to break into it. This isn't you. When you look back on your hugely successful comedy career, do you really want this to be how it started? Death and lies? Trust me, Hayley, you're a truly talented comedian. You'll find another way to make it. I personally guarantee it.
You're right. I'm acting crazy. Gosh, I can't believe I was actually going to go on stage after all this. I have to tell Elena.
If you go now, you should be able to catch her before she gets to the stage.
Thanks, Artie. Thanks a lot.
And that, my dear, is what they call acting.
You were right. That was hilarious.
What can I say? I'm a natural-born comedian.
I can't believe they fell for it. Can you imagine me a murderer? Well, can you imagine me dead?
Yes, how absurd. We should have known they'd find it easier to believe you were a psychopath than that you could actually come up with an original joke.
Yeah. Well, the show's due to start any minute now. We cut it a bit fine, so I guess we'd better go find the others and explain it all before they...
Terribly sorry, Patrick, old chap. But there are some incredibly important people in the audience tonight, and we must make sure that what they get to see is genuine entertainment, not this absurd dribble you call comedy. Sometimes sacrifices must be made in the pursuit of great artistry.
Guys, seriously, where are you? The show's about to start. You need to come to stage right now.
My public is calling me. Just time for a quick warm-up, don't you think, Patrick? Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him, Horatio, a fellow of infinite jest, of most excellent fancy. He hath borne me on his back 1,000 times, and now how abhorred in my imagination it is. My gourd rises at it. Here hung those lips I have kissed I know not how oft. Where be your jibes now? Your gambols, your songs, your flashes of merriment that were wont to set the table on a roar? Not one now to mock your own grinning? Quite chapfallen?
Thank you for listening to this production of The Hangman Sketch, written and directed by Sophie Brawn. It starred Sol Bailey as Artie, Oscar Hill as the director, Emily Rose James as Hayley, Jake Stewart as Patrick, Anna Trowby as Elena, and Sophie Brawn as the stage manager. It was produced by Anna Trowby, assistant directed by Finn Scott, and edited by James Bruce, and the publicity was designed by Marina McCready.